I'm sick of seeing these videos that are like, this is the physique of someone who's trained consistently for 5 years, and it's just some average dude who looks like he's been training for 5 months. Because this is me after 4 years of training consistently, hitting my macros, and this is me after 5 years. 1 year apart, but a completely different person. So what actually changed? Well, I actually just locked in.
So bro took steroids and got shredded, but he called it locked in. And no way he called my physique average. He is the reason why physique inflation exists and why so many guys suffer with body dysmorphia these days. Anyways, for those of you that don't know, I was the one that mistakenly started this trend where natural guys show their physiques after X amount of time training naturally. This video blew up back in December 2024 when I first did it. To this date, it has over 3.7 million views. I had no idea it would blow up, but a few months later, now we have so many people doing it on social media. I'm sure you've come across at least one of these videos if you consume fitness social media content. In my opinion, I would say this is one of the most positive trends I've seen on fitness social media, or even on social media on the whole. I get so many messages from guys saying they're finally realizing what it's like to train naturally for years, or whether it's helping them with their body image issues. I know this type of content is helping so many men around the world. It just brings me so much purpose in life. I feel like I'm doing something good in life. If I'm being truly honest, I feel like a superhero. I feel like Batman. You gotta give me credit here. This trend, however, did not sit well with everyone. It came with a lot of hate. A lot of people were surprised to see how underwhelming a lot of people's progress looked. Not everyone has IFBB pro bodybuilding genetics, or for some reason, a lot of people expect people to be shredded after training for a certain amount of years. You do know you have to be in a calorie deficit to get shredded, right? You could still train for 10 years and not be shredded. That's not how training works. You just don't train for years and all of a sudden you become shredded with muscle. Not everyone trains to be shredded. Not everyone trains to be as big as possible. We all have different fitness goals. There could be people training for 10 years and they could have the progress of someone that's been training for 10 months, and that's okay. And that could be due to genetics. That could be due to them not training consistently. That could be due to them not training to build muscle. Maybe they were just training to be healthy, so they're not going to build as much muscle as someone that's been training to build a muscle for years. Even if someone was training to be as big as possible, due to their genetics, they may not be able to get as big as you think they would get in 10 years, and that's okay. After seeing so many unnatural transformations on social media, I do understand why it would be shocking for a lot of people. You all got to remember, it's only the extreme content that usually does well on social media, so you're used to seeing these extreme transformations. So when you see what natural transformations look like, you're like, what the hell? Bro, you've been training for 10 years, it looks like you've been training for 5 months. Or some people would be like, oh, you've been training for 5 years, I got this progress in 5 months. Which is probably not true, because usually these guys post their physiques in the worst light and no pump, no food, etc. So if you're new into training and you look at a video of a guy in the worst possible conditions, in video he's not gonna look as big as he would in person. So I do understand why these guys new into lifting would look at people with physiques who've been training for years and they would think they got that same progress in 10 months or 5 months, but no, bro. I'm pretty sure if you stood next to that guy, you would look tiny. This brings me right back to that fitness influencer that said he's tired of seeing these transformations. This guy has a huge following. I'm sure he does fitness influencing as his career. So this is his job. He's able to put a lot of time and effort into his workouts and his nutrition. So obviously it's going to be way easier for him to get in really good shape compared to someone that just does this for fun. It's just a hobby. And also he has to realize it's not everyone's goal to get super shredded like him. And by the way, getting that shredded is so unhealthy naturally, especially long term. And I know some of you may think, oh, he just went on a cut, he's natural, he's just looking big because he's super shredded. Guys, he's not natural, because I know there's gonna be some of you all that think, oh, he just went on a cut, that's why he looks big, he's natural. He's not natural. I'm gonna show you this video.
Let me be real with you a minute. Am I natural? I keep seeing the same comment, especially on my last video. Bro just hopped on gear, anything is possible. So let me actually break it down. In these two transformation pictures shown here, I wasn't natural in either of them. I was enhanced in both. Even the one where I look soft and chubby. I started messing around, taking stuff, being an idiot around 3 years into lifting.
These fitness influencers need to be stopped. At the end of the day, guys, you need to consume fitness social media with a grain of salt. Be careful with who you follow and who you get tips from. If you're looking for tips to get big, to lose body fat, anything regarding your nutrition, I have many videos on my channel that could help you. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and until next time, peace.